Every day in my life is planned for one day in the future. I have become like an enigma. I've become a shadow of my fucking self because I've dedicated so much of my life to half-hearted ideas of what I want to do with my life. And I've never seen a single one of these ideas through because if I did and I failed, I wouldn't be able to live with myself. So I make these half-hearted ideas every single day for the last 10 years of my life, and it hurts. It hurts a lot. And I want comeuppance for wasting my life. I've spent so many hours on YouTube, it's ridiculous. In last month, I spent 7 days of the last 28 watching YouTube videos. I counted the hours. I physically went through and made a spreadsheet and counted all of the hours that I've spent on YouTube in March of 2026. I spent 7.5 days watching YouTube videos in March. I've been watching YouTube videos obsessively for the last 10 years of my life. 10 fucking years. If a fourth of those were spent on YouTube, that's 2.5 years gone. And for the longest time, I said to myself, well, the way that you're going to get out of this is by being a successful YouTuber, right? I've made this YouTube channel that I'm posting this to. I've made 5 other YouTube channels. I've made a music channel. I've made a random channel. I made my main channel. This is my second channel. Like, I just copied all of their shit, but never actually went through with any of it, you know? I've watched a million Ludwig videos. I watched a million Mr. Beast and PewDiePie and Jacksepticeye and Markiplier and Game Grumps, and I've watched sewing and knitting and piano teaching and a ton of gaming. I've watched Apex and Rocket League and Counter-Strike, and the list goes on and on and on, right? I've watched so many philosophy YouTubers. I've watched trans explaining YouTubers. I've watched like from every weird niche to every subgenre to everything. I've seen everything that this site has to offer, and every time I do, I think of an idea, because ideas are so easy to just have, right? It's so easy to have an idea and get through a little bit of it without ever committing to the idea. Like 3 years ago, I ranked every song by this rapper Logic, and he has 8 albums and like 20 songs in each album. And I went through and I documented my reaction to every single song. And then I did that with Kanye West. And then I did that with Kendrick Lamar. I did that with all these people. I wrote down all this stuff. I made a script and everything. And then when it came to sitting down and saying it, I did that once, and then I just threw it aside. And then I was like, oh, well, I can't do that. That's already been, it's too old. It probably wouldn't work out anyways. Probably no one would like it. And I moved on, right? I've made a sculpture of my body using tape. I use tape to make a sculpture of every leg, of my leg, my calves, everything, my entire body. And right now it's rotting in my basement. I never made a video. I never profited off of it at all. I made a clothing item using other scraps of old discarded clothing. Like, I've made like a million video essays. I made one on Kung Fu Panda and how it's falling off. I made one about the Despicable Me franchise and the steady decline from Despicable Me 1 to the last one. I made things on gender and politics and wealth disparity and religion, and I've tried to explain everything. And I've done YouTube commentaries, and I record my friends and like playing video games with them, and I still do this because I want to profit off of the time that I'm wasting, quote unquote, right? Like, I'm enjoying my time with my friends, but I can't validate it when I have better things to be doing. Like, my friends hear this a ton, but I always say my room is a mess. Well, it is a fucking mess. Like I'm not gonna show it to you, but it's bad. Like, my old roommate called me a fucking hoarder, and I think he was right in some regard. And I think it's weird, you know? But like I'm just struggling socially, and what do? I watch more YouTube videos. I think of more ideas. I try to find this social space online instead of making one in my real life. And I've converted. I used to like read and I used to draw, and now all I do is just sit at a computer and watch and listen. And I write, but I write on my phone. I write on Google Doc. Like, I'm not actually writing with a pen and paper. Like, I'm getting my ideas out there, but it's not really like out there, you know? I want to do something good for society, but I don't actually want to do something good for society, you know? And 6 months ago, I had to get a job because I flunked out of school because I stopped doing the projects, because I was convinced that I could turn my life around and become the successful content creator overnight, okay? I wanted to be like one of those dropout successes, because there's so many dropout successes, you know? Like, all these music artists and content creators, all these people that I've watched so much content from and looked up to, they've all dropped out and they've all done the thing that society says they shouldn't be doing. And I was like, I can do that too, you know? So subconsciously, I think I was like, well, fuck it, man. These people are making a living on this. I want to too. But then, do I actually put myself out there to make the videos and face rejection? No, that's too much pressure. So what I do instead is I just sit and think. I just sit and think. I think about what I'm going to do. I make a big half of a step over to getting it, and then I get scared and I retreat. And I just do this over and over and over again. I take these little bitty steps. I tiptoe out, and then if something goes even mildly wrong, I run away every single time. I just keep advancing forward a little bitty, and then I retreat. Even this video right now is that, right? This video could be polished and amazing, but no, I'm just staring at my phone because this is my fucking half step, you know? I'm gonna make a little half step, and then if everything doesn't go fucking perfectly, then I'm gonna retreat. And then if it does go perfectly, then I'm gonna make up something to be wrong with it, okay? Like, if this video gets 1 million views, I'm gonna be like, well, that was a fucking fluke. So now I'm gonna go back to my lair, and I'm gonna go back to never talking to anyone, you know? Like, there's no winning here. There's no winning at this game that I've made up for myself. It's just always losing, because my brain has told my body that if you keep losing, you'll keep getting this dopamine, right? The part of my brain that wants me to get more dopamine, I've been hijacked. I've been abducted by aliens, you know? I've been put under this curse. And the curse says that as long as you're getting dopamine, you're good. And if you're not getting dopamine, even for a little second, you're bad. And the best way to get dopamine is just to stay inside and put a fucking blanket under my door and ignore the world, right? It's to eat shitty food. It's to watch shitty videos on YouTube. It's to play video games and laugh with friends. And it's to watch pornography. And that's what my brain has conditioned me to do. And that's what I do. And I try to fight it. I try to fight it every day. I think about it so much, and it puts me into such a shame. I have so much shame, and I fight it, but I don't fight it in the real world. I fight it in my head. I just think about it. I try to fight past what I need to do and analyze it to a point where it doesn't work anymore. It reminds me a lot of like geometry when you have to explain your answer or something. And it's like you have the wrong answer in front of you and you know it's the wrong answer, but you explain it until it becomes right in your eyes, and then you hope you get some partial credit. That is what I'm doing with my life. I'm explaining away all of my problems in a way that makes me not responsible for dealing with any of them, right? And this is a trap that I think a lot of men can fall into, because I think the male brain is just not, it's not ready for this, man. It's not ready. And I don't know, I shouldn't stereotype, but like, I mean, I see so many men just addicted to alcohol. I see so many men addicted to pornography. I see so many men addicted to just like these dopamine rushes, and it's so horrible. And I feel so bad. And I don't know what to do. And yeah, like, I don't know what the happy ending is here. I don't know how to fix any of it. But that's how I feel about it. So I don't know. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.